Shane Harmon back with you. It's our first semifinal of the day on KNEB TV. On the girls' side, it's the Mitchell Tigers facing off against the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Bridgeport, of course, your five-time defending champion in this tournament. Already picked up another SPVA title last month. Meanwhile, the Mitchell Tigers win over Baird last night on their home floor, 54-38, to advance to this championship bracket here at Cougar Palace. Let's meet your starters first for the visitors. On the scoreboard, the Mitchell Tigers. Mitchell, it'll be Morgan Pato, the sophomore, leading things off. Then Kate Pieper, the senior. Brenlyn Chabot, another senior. Addie Anderson, the freshman, worked her way into a starting spot. And Taven Taylor, the sophomore, rounds out the starting five for the Mitchell Tigers under the direction of head coach Brooke Turek, 8-12 on the season. Back in this championship bracket last year after not making it to this part of the bracket and falling before they could get to the championship side of things last year. Once again for Mitchell Tigers, it's Pato, Pieper, Chabot, Anderson, and Taylor. And then it's the going for their sixth straight Bridgeport Bulldogs. Won their fifth straight last year, and they're going with their usual suspects as they have all season long today. It's the starting five combination led off by the freshman. Rayata Loomis leads the way. Ella Schlutterbush right behind her. The stalwart for this team. Coaches described her as the bridge between the past era of Bridgeport basketball and the current era. Elizabeth Velasquez, the junior. Olivia Brown and Olivia Corman, the trio of juniors, round out the starting five for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Bridgeport rocking the home whites with the purple Bridgeport in numerals with the gold trim down the side. And the Mitchell Tigers rocking the road black uniforms with white and orange trim. Happy to have you along our third basketball game here at Cougar Palace just today. 9 more to go after this one, carrying over into tomorrow. And we're happy to have you along for all the WTC action here on KNEB TV. Mitchell will work from right to left, Bridgeport from left to right to begin this contest before we flip things at the half. Bridgeport breaks their huddle and they head to the circle. It's Morgan Pato facing off against Olivia Brown for Bridgeport, and we're ready to play basketball at Cougar Palace for a third time today. Mitchell and Bridgeport battling in the first semifinal today here at Cougar Palace. Gotta wait to tuck in the jersey on the near side. Once that jersey's tucked for Ella Schlutterbush, we're ready to play. Once again, Olivia Brown, Morgan Pato facing off in the circle. Ball's in the sky, batted away, and that tip is won by Bridgeport after it was batted around a couple of times. Olivia Brown at the controls. Far side, Elizabeth Velasquez on a pass from Schlutterbush, flips back to Brown. Brown directs traffic. Schlutterbush surveys from straight away. Down low, wide open. Olivia Corman snags it out of the sky. Corman, bounce pass. Rayata Loomis, right side, opens up, scoring with an easy 2. Now that full court pressure that's become a signature of Bridgeport on the way. Kate Pieper walks by it with no issue, and Olivia Corman is going to pick up her first foul of the contest. So Corman picks up the first foul of the contest on either side, and that sends Kate Pieper to the baseline to trigger it in on the back box look for Mitchell. Pieper surveys, gets it to Pato. Pato back to Pieper. Pieper's mid-range jumper off the mark. Schlutterbush elevates for the rebound for Bridgeport. Ella pushes tempo down the near side, now waits for her teammates. Left side pass to Elizabeth Velasquez. Velasquez back to Schlutterbush. Ella working right, passes into the corner. Olivia Brown takes one dribble, feeds across. Rayata Loomis, second bucket of the opening minute. 4 points, Rayata Loomis, 4 points, all Bridgeport. That ball poked away, and Bridgeport's going to get a steal in the backcourt. Brown tries to feed Velasquez. It's over her head and out of play as Bridgeport turns it over after the steal. Pato to trigger it in from the baseline. No harm, no foul on the turnover for Mitchell. Chabot back to Pato. Pato, Pieper, splits defenders, sprinting down the floor. Pieper pumps the brakes, has it poked out of her hand. Chabot keeps it alive. Chabot back to Pieper, 2 defenders in Velasquez and Brown. Last touched by Bridgeport. It will stay with Mitchell. Pato, Pieper. Close defense for Bridgeport. Taven Taylor, jumper, free throw line. Can't knock it down, spit out to the left side. Poked out of play, will go to the Bridgeport side of the floor as Addie Anderson last to touch that for Mitchell. Two defenders await Ella Schlotterbush as she crosses the timeline, and Pato and Anderson gets by both of them, now drives, kicks it back out Velasquez. Elizabeth fires a three, it's off the mark too strong. Ball batted around, Pato has it on a couple of hops. Kate Pieper far side working against Olivia Corman. Jumper on the way, knocks it down, does Kate Pieper. 4-2, Mitchell gets their first bucket about 2 minutes in. Schlotterbush lofts to Velasquez. Velasquez drives right, kicks across the timeline. Now three on the way, Olivia Brown can't knock it down, rebounded by Riata Loomis, but she's fouled as she goes up to grab it. She pops up quickly, she's okay. And that foul will belong to Mitchell, and that foul belongs, it looks like, to Brenlyn Chabot. First foul for Brenlyn Chabot, first for Mitchell as a team. Elizabeth Velasquez now to trigger it in, gets it back to Riata Loomis, now Corman. Corman bounce past Velasquez. Velasquez steps by her defender, lofts one, straight through the cylinder for Elizabeth Velasquez, her first two. Pato now far side, gets it to Pieper. Pieper, middle of the floor, sprints across the timeline, down the floor, Chabot. Chabot drives right, throws it into the hands of Olivia Corman, turnover Mitchell. Schlotterbush near side, flings down the floor, Riata Loomis. Riata right side, that one spit out of the iron, rebounded by Taven Taylor. And a foul in the backcourt. Olivia Brown's going to pick one up. Waiting to check into the contest is Maddie Murphy for Mitchell. She will check in and will take the place of Brenlyn Chabot. It's now in front of her own bench. Pato will trigger it in. Pato flips it to Anderson, back to Pato. Pato, Taven Taylor, back to Pato. Pato works right. Back to Taven Taylor. Taven back to Pato. Right side, Pieper. Pieper lofts a three from the right wing. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the combination of Olivia Corman and Olivia Brown. Back to the Bridgeport side of the floor. Right side, Schlotterbush. Ella feeds Olivia Brown. Her jumper from the right elbow straight through the cylinder. Olivia Brown's first two of the contest. 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Pato looking for an outlet, has to get it in, gets it to Anderson, but a timeout by head coach Brooke Turek. Just a 30-second timeout. 8-2 your score, our first semifinal of the day on KNEB TV. Happy to have you along. One of these teams advances. They will take on the winner of the game that follows this in Kimball Morrill. As Morrill picked up a nice win over Hemingford on their home floor, and Kimball had to survive a thriller with Gordon Rushville, who we saw earlier. Every game Gordon Rushville was involved with yesterday went to overtime, whether it was in Hemingford for the boys or down in Kimball for the girls. A crazy final minute of regulation in that Kimball-Gordon Rushville girls game. Recap it when we get there, but everybody, it seemed like, felt like a hero at one point, only to have it ripped out of their hands. This Mitchell team handled Baird on their home floor yesterday. Bridgeport hasn't played since January 31st when they won on the road at Baird in a little Morrill County throwdown. Pato gives it to Maddie Murphy, back to Pato. Murphy, Pieper, crossover, goes right, drives right, gets it up and off the glass for two. Kate Pieper up to 4 in the first quarter. Olivia Brown quickly the other way, bounce past Schlotterbush, almost lost it, Corman scoops it up. Olivia to Velasquez. Velasquez drives baseline from the right block. She flings one over the side of the iron and through for Elizabeth Velasquez. Now up to 4. That goes off the fingertips of Pato. Almost lost it. Able to track it down. Pato up the floor. Gets it to Pieper. Pieper sprints across midcourt. Pieper drives right. Poked out of her hands by Brown. Still loose on the floor. And it's going to lead to a jump ball that'll stay with Mitchell. Was loose for a couple of seconds there. No one quite had clear possession. Let that one play out until it became a lockup. Kate Pieper on the baseline, hoop to her right. Make it left, will trigger it in. Gets it in. Quick turnaround jumper. Morgan Pato can't knock it down. Olivia Brown has it on the rebound on the right block. Brown pushes tempo up the floor. Batted away by Anderson. Gets a steal for Mitchell. Gets it to Pieper quickly. She has numbers working the other way. Up the floor, Maddie Murphy over the shoulder grab. And she'll be fouled by Olivia Corman as she goes up. That should send Maddie Murphy to the line, see if that is the case, and that is. So Olivia Corman quickly picks up her second. Maddie Murphy now at the line for the Mitchell Tigers. Maddie Murphy 46% on the season. The lefty misses everything on the first. Maddie Murphy second on the way from her left hand. Scuffs the front of the tin and falls off. 10-4 remains your score. Olivia Brown at the controls. Right past Velasquez. Working against two defenders in Pato and Pieper. Schlutterbush, Brown. Olivia Brown, three from her left hand on the way. Spit out of the iron, rebounded by Maddie Murphy on the left block. Pato pushes tempo. Pieper down the floor, has it right block. Pieper won't be called for a foul, and that one's forced back. No foul. Pieper still loose. Hit the bleachers, slow to get up. Velasquez opposite side, flings it towards the hoop. And finally a foul called on the opposite end. That's Morgan Pato picking up the foul on the other side of the floor. Good to see Kate Pieper back on her feet. Velasquez fires her first, knocks it down. Kate Pieper will exit. Taking her place is Liz Bolin. Elena Blanco enters for Olivia Corman. As Pieper will take her time. Back hitting that bottom seat of the bleachers as she went up for that shot. Velasquez knocks down the pair to give Bridgeport an 8-point lead. That one poked away, stays with Mitchell as it's poked away in the backcourt by Schlutterbush. Mitchell without their floor general right now. Pato looking for an outlet. Gets it to Chabot, back to Pato. Pato gets it to Anderson. Anderson up to Murphy. Murphy pumps the brakes, lefty jumper on the way off the back of the cup, rebounded by Olivia Brown as she goes over the shoulder of the Tiger to snag that board. Olivia Brown almost loses it. Keeps her body in front of it so no one else can. Left side, Elizabeth Velasquez, her three on the way, can't knock it down, spit back towards the straightaway mark. Blanco tracks it down to keep the possession alive. Velasquez in the corner again. This time she'll drive, right-handed, throws it straight through the cylinder. Elizabeth Velasquez has just been flinging everything towards the basket once she gets inside the arc and has been making most of it. 14-4 your score here at WNCC. Pato tied up through the hands of Bolin. That ball going to be poked back into play. Scooped up by Elena Blanco to Olivia Brown it goes. Defense retreats for Mitchell. Kate Pieper, good to see this, checking back into the contest. Schlutterbush. Bounce pass to a cutting Velasquez. Her right elbow jumper swirls the cylinder, falls into the hands of Rayada Loomis, and Maddie Murphy going to be called for the foul down low. 14-4 your score as Rayada Loomis to the line for the first time today. Thirteen foul on both sides as Rayada Loomis toes the nail for the first time today. Rayada's first straight through the cylinder, 38% on the season. Kate Pieper back in there for the Mitchell Tigers. Rayada second on the way, can't knock it down, spit out off the back of the cup. Anderson has it on a tip on the rebound. Pieper newly checked in, short range jumper, left it short, scuffs the side of the iron, and it'll go back to the Bridgeport side of the floor. Lucy Coley into the contest for Mitchell will take the place of Taven Taylor. Pato awaits Schlutterbush at midcourt. Left side Velasquez, she drives, that's a double dribble on Elizabeth Velasquez. Pato to Coley, Coley to Pieper. Pieper ran into by Rayada Loomis, and that'll be a foul on Rayada. Picks up her first of the contest. That's the fourth team foul for Bridgeport. Pato to trigger it in next to the scores table. Gets it to Anderson, back to Pato. Pato, Olivia Brown keeps her from going anywhere. Anderson tied up, gets it to Pato to keep that drive alive. And now a foul on Olivia Brown running into Kate Pieper. So Olivia Brown picks up her second. Depth an issue, and also it's the bonus, so we're going to the charity stripe for Mitchell for the rest of this quarter. So Kate Pieper at the line. Pieper 53% on the season, her first visit today. Pieper fires her first, can't knock it down. Alex Galloway into the contest for Morgan Pato. Pieper back for her second at the line. Fires with her right hand, straight through the cylinder on the second. Keep her up to 5 in the first quarter for Mitchell. Brown to Blanco. Blanco surveys, bounce pass Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush, bounce pass Rayata Loomis on the right block. She converts from point blank range. Couldn't decide if it wanted to fall through or fall off. Decides to fall through for Loomis. Up the floor, near side, Maddie Murphy takes a couple of dribbles. Now feeds Coley, right block, kick back to Pieper. Pieper's jumper on the way, won't fall. Blanco in and out of her hand. Schlotterbush scoops it up for Bridgeport. Up the floor, Velasquez. Now down low, wide open, Rayata Loomis. Defenders collapse, and she puts it up and easy for 2. Rayata Loomis, 9 points in the first quarter for Bridgeport, working that right block. Galloway, Anderson. Anderson, Murphy. Murphy's mid-ranger on the way, rolls over iron, rebounded by Olivia Brown, who's been snagging boards at that right block early on in this one. Inside of a minute to play in the first quarter. 19-5 your score. Schlotterbush runs up the bleachers, trying to track that one down. No worse for wear. Cambry Amites into the contest alongside Mia Blanco for Bridgeport. Takes the place of Schlotterbush and Rayata Loomis. Alex Galloway to trigger it in for Mitchell. Maddie Murphy back to Galloway. Galloway flips it up in the sky. Anderson. Anderson up the floor. Coley. Coley back across the lane to Murphy. Clean block Blanco. Nope, it's going to be a foul on Blanco. So Mia Blanco picks up her first foul, sending Maddie Murphy to the line for a second time in this first. Foul number 5 from Bridgeport, Blanco. That's her first. So Maddie Murphy flings her first of this trip, misses it off the front. Second on the way, Maddie Murphy. She toes the nail once again. Flings with the left. That one falls off to the left. 0 for 4, Maddie Murphy early in this contest from that mark. Brown pushes up the floor. Velasquez. Velasquez back to Brown. Brown, free throw line, picks that up. Thought about the jumper, feeds Amites back to Velasquez. Velasquez, middle of the way, wide open, throws it into the front of the tin. Coley rips down the rebound with 30 seconds remaining. Anderson. Mitchell looking for spacing as Anderson picks up her dribble. Coley, free throw line, near side Galloway. Galloway drives to the hoop, her jumper on the way, off the mark. Tracking down the rebound and corralling it after it was batted back into play is Amites. Velasquez, and that is going to be a travel on Elizabeth Velasquez. So Mitchell with 9 seconds remaining will have a chance at their last shot of the quarter. 19-5, they trail it. Anderson surveying, looking for an inlet. Gets it to Galloway. Galloway at midcourt. Looking for an outlet, gets it to Anderson. Coley now, 4 seconds remaining. Someone needs to shoot it. Anderson flings it. This will be the last shot. Rolls over the iron and lands in the hands of Elena Blanco. But we head to the second quarter. Mitchell trailing Bridgeport 19-5 on KNB TV.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Back with you at Cougar Palace here on the campus of Western Nebraska Community College. Bridgeport leads Mitchell 19-5 in our first semifinal action of the day. On the floor for Bridgeport out of the quarter break, Schlotterbush, Blanco, Corman, Amites, and Brown for Mitchell. Taylor, Chabot, Pato, Anderson, and Pieper. On the near side, Bridgeport will begin the second half with possession. Corman will trigger it into Ellis Schlotterbush to begin it. As Bridgeport has first possession of the second quarter. Schlotterbush steps into a three from the right wing. Nothing but nylon for Ella Schlotterbush. It was a matter of time before she decided to fire away from beyond the arc. Gets her first of the contest there and her first points. 22-5 your score. And this ball batted down. Schlutterbush all over in the backcourt now. Mitchell keeps it alive with Pato. And now a 10-second violation against Mitchell as Mitchell turns it over, and Bridgeport gets another chance at a possession. Schlutterbush back at the controls. Brings it to her right, working against Pato. In the corner, Olivia Brown. Back to Amites. Amites to Schlutterbush at the free throw line. Into the corner, Brown. Brown dribbles around her defender and Pieper. Step through move for Olivia Brown, splitting defenders. Olivia Brown up to 4 in the contest. 24-5 now. Anderson sprints up the floor, gets it to Pieper. Pieper drives down, pulls up for a jumper, won't go. Corman rips down the rebound. Schlutterbush. Wide open Amity's free throw line, kicks out to Brown. Olivia Brown head fake on a 3, now steps into a long 2. Nothing but nylon for Olivia Brown. And that one poked away nearly. Schlutterbush runs into the Mitchell bench. So Pato now from the far side will trigger it in. Pato, Anderson. Anderson up the floor. That one poked into the scorer's table, so Mitchell just do it right next to their bench now with Pato. Pato, Chabot. Chabot throws it right into the hands of Mia Blanco. Schlutterbush now working against Anderson. Anderson. Corman tips that one into Brown's hands. So Olivia Brown has it between the rings. Right side pass, Ella Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush bounce pass. Olivia Brown from the right elbow. Pops out to the left, rebounded by Pieper. Pieper has it back for Mitchell, feeds to Pato. Chabot now near side, make it Taven Taylor. Taven Taylor left side, picks up her dribble, looking for an outlet. Gets it right side, Pieper. Pieper drives inside the arc. Her mid-range jumper off the glass and through. Kate Pieper up to 7. Owns all the points for the Mitchell Tigers through a quarter and 2 minutes. Almost stolen away. Brown now has it. Olivia Brown back to Ella Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush head fake, now drives down the right side. Bounce pass goes into the stands. Bridgeport turns it over. Maddie Murphy back in the contest for Mitchell. Replaces Brynlyn Chabot. Anderson back to Pato. Press break on the way. Overthrown is Maddie Murphy. And Mitchell turns it over. Rayada Loomis will check back into the contest for Bridgeport alongside Elizabeth Velasquez. Cambry Amites exits, as well as Mia Blanco. I'll check that as well as Olivia Brown. So Schlutterbush into the front court, works left. And this ball going to be taken away by Mitchell. Maddie Murphy hauls it in on the left block. Liz Bolin also in the contest. Pieper has it, right block. She drives, working against Corman. And a foul going to be called against Olivia Corman. So Olivia Corman picks up her 3rd. And Elena Blanco will check into the contest. So Liz Bolin now has it. Addie Anderson feeds. Taven Taylor. Taylor left block. Mid-range. Can't get it to go. Kate Pieper crashes in for a rebound. Throws it short. Can't get the putback to go. Pieper now thrown into the backcourt. Anderson will track it down. And that will be over and back against Mitchell. Elizabeth Velasquez, Bridgeport stacks it at the right elbow. Gets it to the corner, Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush takes one dribble, back to Velasquez. Her 3 on the way. She cuts one loose and swirls the cylinder. Elizabeth Velasquez flushes one. It's 29-7. Anderson, make it Bolin, throws it away. Schlutterbush to Rayada Loomis. Now off of her fingertips and back to Bolin, and it'll go out of play to the Mitchell side of the floor. Morgan Pato back into the contest for Mitchell. Takes the place of Liz Bolin. Anderson flings up the floor to Pieper. Pieper turns around and sprints. Pieper splits 2 defenders. Maddie Murphy right side, blocked away cleanly by Elena Blanco. Elena Blanco picks up her 9th block of the season on that. So Pato now to trigger it in, hoop to her right, gets it to Pieper, who elevates. Pieper back to Pato, Pato back to the top. Anderson's 3 on the way, off the back of the cup, poked around, rebounded on a hop. That's going to be Mia Blanco scooping it up, feeding it to Velasquez. Now Schlutterbush near side against Anderson, gets by her. Pato doesn't pick her up in midcourt, bounce pass across the lane. Elena Blanco from the left side for 2, her first points. Taven Taylor back to Pato. Pieper, middle of the way. Pieper, Taylor, Taven Taylor. Point blank jumper from the right block, won't fall. Ball batted around, goes out of play, last touched by Bridgeport. Lucy Coley in for Taven Taylor on the Mitchell side. Pieper, bounce past Coley. Coley digging in, left block. With the right hand, puts it up and off the glass in the middle of the lane. Lucy Coley, first player for Mitchell not named Kate Pieper with points. Now Velasquez drives, flings one towards the iron. Coley comes down with the rebound as she makes her presence felt on consecutive possessions. Flinging it up the floor to Maddie Murphy is Mitchell. Losing it is Murphy, but she'll be fouled as she goes up. Looks like Elena Blanco will pick this one up. So Elena Blanco picks up her first, which sends Maddie Murphy to the line for a 3rd time this afternoon. Maddie Murphy can't make her 5th attempt of the day. Olivia Brown back into the contest for Mia Blanco. So Maddie Murphy back for her 2nd of this trip. Still looking for her first make of the day. Coley comes down with a rebound though, misses off to the left. Elena Blanco gets that rebound for Bridgeport. Far side, Olivia Brown. Olivia Brown, now Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush, long college 3 on the way. Rattles the front of the iron. Coley rips down the rebound in the middle of the lane. Morgan Pato drives all the way to the hoop, throws it off the front of the 10, rebounded by Elena Blanco, who hands off to Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush to Brown on the baseline, across to Riata Loomis. Loomis almost lost it, now we're going to have a jump ball. That'll go to the Mitchell side of the floor as she gets tied up with 2 Mitchell defenders. Pato to trigger in once again to begin this possession, Mitchell. Anderson poked into the sky. Pato keeps it alive. Coley now has it near side. She takes a couple of dribbles with the left hand, driving all the way to the hoop from the left side. She rattles one in. Lucy Coley up to 4 points. Far side, Olivia Brown. Olivia Brown dribbles, drives baseline, kicks back to Blanco. Elena Blanco flings one towards the hoop, off the side, rebounded by an elevating Schlutterbush. Now Olivia Brown for 3, knocks it down from the left wing. Olivia Brown's first 3 of the contest, 3rd 3 for Bridgeport as a team. 34-11 your score. Anderson up the floor, poked away by Brown, but Pieper keeps it alive. Pieper driving all the way to the hoop, underhanded throw towards the iron, won't fall, and now intercepted from Blanco to Pieper, and Pieper left it short. Coley now on the putback gets it to go. The offensive firepower of this Mitchell Tigers basketball team right now is the combination of Kate Pieper and Lucy Coley. All the points for this in this one. Down low, Riata Loomis from Velasquez. She's fouled, and it'll be an and 1 for Riata Loomis. Her first bucket of the 2nd quarter sends her to the line. That foul belongs to Maddie Murphy, who picks up her second team foul. Make that the first team foul for Mitchell in this quarter. Riata Loomis now back at the line to complete the old-fashioned. Fires with the right hand, knocks it down straight through the cylinder. Taven Taylor checks back in for Maddie Murphy. As Riata Loomis converts the and 1. Pato has it poked away by Olivia Brown. Velasquez now has it. Velasquez pops to her feet. Schlutterbush and Pato got tied up. Jump ball, or excuse me, a timeout will be called by Mitchell. Another 30-second timeout. Second timeout Mitchell has used in this contest. 37-13. Take a look at some of the action we have coming your way after this one. It's Morrill and Kimball battling in the second girls semifinal, trying to punch their ticket to a WTC championship. See if Kimball can get back and if Morrill can get there. Meanwhile, on the boys' side, to follow that one, 2 boys semifinals coming your way. Kimball and Mitchell lead things off at 5 o'clock, and then Bridgeport Hemmingford ends the day at 6:30 here at Cougar Palace. Honestly, I've been inside so long today, I don't know what time it is. My computer tells me 2:40, and I just choose to believe that. Out of the timeout, it'll be Mitchell basketball. They trail at 37-13. As on the floor, it's Pato, Anderson, Pieper, Coley, and Taven Taylor. For the Bridgeport Bulldogs, Rihanna Loomis, Schlotterbush, Velasquez, Blanco, and Brown. Pato hands it off to Anderson, near side, flings it up to Coley, off of her fingertips. She keeps it alive, now poked away by Rihanna Loomis. It'll stay with Mitchell on the baseline. So Pieper has it. She'll be at the controls from the baseline. Hoop to her left, gets it to Pato, back to Pieper. Pieper, head fake, now dribbles around defenders. To the free throw line she goes. Bounce pass down to Coley. It's wide, and a turnover for Mitchell. 37-13 your score here at Cougar Palace. About a minute and a half left to play in the first half of action. Down the floor, make that Elizabeth Velasquez has it. Off the fingertips of Loomis, now Olivia Brown. Brown steps back, looking for a hole, can't find it. Now Velasquez has it, her 3 on the way from the right side, left it short off the side of the tin. Taven Taylor comes down with a rebound for Mitchell. Pato now near side. Pato gets it, Taven Taylor. Now Coley keeps it alive. Back to Pato. Morgan Pato brings it straight away, right side, Kate Pieper. Pieper drives baseline, her jumper on the way from that mark, won't fall, poked away by Lucy Coley, and will stay, actually last touch by Rihanna Loomis will stay with Mitchell. Riley Klein into the contest for Bridgeport, takes the place of Elena Blanco. And now a discussion between officials. And the shot clock will reset to 35 seconds. Coley to trigger it in, gets it to Pieper. Pieper, middle of the lane, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Olivia Brown on the right block. 37-13, Brown trying to go the distance with the left hand. She will. Olivia Brown up to 11 points in the first half. Down the floor, Anderson flings it. Coley has it. Coley takes a couple of dribbles. Coley pumps the brakes, flips back to Anderson. Anderson, near side Pato. Pato, head fake, now drives. Kicks it back to Pieper. Pieper, right side Anderson. Anderson loses it, scooped up by Schlotterbush, who spins away from pressure. Schlotterbush flings it up the floor, Rihanna Loomis. Rihanna Loomis, right side. That's an offensive foul going against Rihanna Loomis as she lowers the shoulder into Kate Pieper. Second foul on Rihanna. And Mia Blanco to the scorer's table will check into the contest. Will take the place of Olivia Brown, and then Cambria Amites will enter as Elizabeth Velasquez exits. Pato, this one intercepted by Rihanna Loomis. Now scrum for the ball. Mia Blanco has it. Now Cambria Amites. Amites, Schlotterbush, long 3 on the way. Left it short as it scuffs the front of the tin. Ball loose on the floor. Anderson has it, and now a tie-up. It's going to be a foul against Rihanna Loomis again, it looks like, as she picks up her 3rd. So Rihanna Loomis quickly picks up her 3rd, and now Elena Blanco will re-enter for Rihanna. So Pato will trigger it in from the baseline. 14 seconds remaining. Mitchell plays their cards right. They can have last shot before the half. Pieper has it. Pieper driving, working quickly. Picks up her dribble. Back to Anderson, near side Pato. Pato, 3 on the way. Can't knock it down. Rebounded, fought for, and it'll go to Mia Blanco to end the first half of action. 39-13, your score at the half between Bridgeport and Mitchell. We step aside. Halftime break coming your way. We will tally up the numbers and get those to you here after this break. Mitchell leads it on KNEB TV.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Are you tired of being tired? Sweet Dream Sleep in Gering is ready to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Dr. Brittany Meyer provides consultation for both children and adults to identify sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, periodic limb movement, and more. Dr. Meyer and her nurse practitioner manage treatment with follow-ups using in-person office visits and telemedicine to navigate insurance requirements. No referral is necessary. Sweet Dreams Sleep Services. Better sleep, better health.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scotts Bluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Halfway through halftime here at Western Nebraska Community College. Bridgeport leading Mitchell big at the end of the first half, 39-13. Let's take a look at the numbers. 3 Bridgeport Bulldogs already in double figures, all of them starters. Rayada Loomis leading the way with 12. Elizabeth Velasquez and Olivia Brown with 11 apiece. And then Ella Schlutterbush has 3, with Elena Blanco rounding out scoring in the first half for Bridgeport with 2. Meanwhile, the Mitchell Tigers, it's been 2 players carrying the load. 7 for Kate Pieper, and then Lucy Coley joined the party in the second quarter to get Mitchell to their 13-point mark. 7 points for Kate Pieper, 6 for Lucy Coley in that first half of action for the Mitchell Tigers, looking for offense as they retake the floor here in the second half of action. We will step aside when we come back. It's the second half of action coming your way in our first girls semifinal of the day between Mitchell and Bridgeport on 94.1 The Brand. Or excuse me, Old Habits Die Hard on KNEB TV.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Halftime just about over. Bridgeport will begin now working from right to left to begin the second half of action. On the floor for Bridgeport, it's Corman, Schlutterbush, Velasquez, Brown, and Rayada Loomis. Meanwhile, for Mitchell, it's Pato, Anderson, Pieper, Chabot, and Taven Taylor. Schlutterbush at the controls to begin this second half of action for Bridgeport. Bounce pass to the right, Velasquez back to Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush, middle of the lane, fires one up and gets it to drop through for the first points of the second half for Ella Schlutterbush. Pretty quiet in the first half for Ella, just 1-3, but the rest of her teammates carrying the load so far. This ball almost poked away, kept alive by Pieper. Pieper to Pato. Pato trying to feed across the lane to Chabot. Tracking that down is Anderson, and that's going to be out of bounds. Anderson stepped out before she could throw it off of a Bridgeport player. So Bridgeport back to offense, they go. Near side, Velasquez. Velasquez works to her right. Now Schlutterbush into the corner. 3 on the way for Olivia Brown. Rolls over the iron, rebounded by Pieper on the far side. Pieper against Schlutterbush. Now feeds up to Pato. Pato. Anderson. Should make it Taylor. Flings one from the free throw line. Can't convert. Rayata Loomis on the rebound. Schlutterbush works it right. Feeds it across the floor. Olivia Brown. Olivia Brown takes one dribble to her right. Now splits defenders and is fouled as she goes up from underneath the basket. Foul for Mitchell is going to belong to Brenlyn Chabot, picking up her second. Olivia Brown to the line for the first time today. 11 points in the first half for Olivia Brown, her first visit to the charity stripe. Brown fires her first out of her left hand. It falls through. Lucy Coley back into the contest for Mitchell, takes the place of Taven Taylor. Olivia Brown now set at the free throw line for her second. The lefty takes a couple of dribbles. And now the southpaw fires her second. On the way, straight through. Olivia Brown starts her free throw journey, 2 for 2 today. Pato up the floor, Pieper. Pieper flings it up to Coley. Coley, left side, batted away, intended for Chabot, poked away by Ella Schlutterbush, who goes back into the bleachers. Anderson will trigger it in for Mitchell. She surveys, gets it outside to Pieper. Pieper near side, Chabot. Chabot, Anderson. Anderson, long college 3 and beyond on the way. Missed the mark of everything. Batted back into play by Pieper. And it will stay or go to Bridgeport. Schlutterbush up the floor now for Bridgeport. Gets it on a pass to Velasquez. Velasquez, her long 2 on the way. Straight through the cylinder for Elizabeth Velasquez. Now up to 13 points in the contest. And that ball poked away by Schlutterbush. Stays with Mitchell. Now Pato. Pato, handoff Anderson. Anderson about to get trapped in the corner. Now Bridgeport almost traps Anderson. Up the floor, Pieper has it as they break away. Pieper from the right side, swirls the cylinder and it drops through. So Pieper, her first 2 of the second half of action. Gives her 9 points on the day. Corman, a miscommunication on the pass. Coley steals it away. Up the floor to Pato it goes. She has to pump the brakes, flip back to Anderson, who fires a 3, straight through the cylinder. First 3 of the day for the Mitchell Tigers comes out of the right hand of Addie Anderson. Schlutterbush poked into the Bridgeport bench, stays with the Bulldogs. Corman to Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush, now Velasquez. Velasquez kicks out. Corman's 3 on the way. The junior knocks it down. Olivia Corman, her second made 3 of the season, makes it 48-18, and now Bridgeport tacks on 2 more with Ella Schlutterbush after a backcourt steal. And now another steal in the backcourt. Velasquez is fouled as she goes up, and she'll come to the line. That foul is going to go against Brenlyn Chabot, it looks like. See who that is for sure as we check it. First free throw from Velasquez. So Pato actually picks up her second as Velasquez knocks down her first of the trip. Velasquez's second straight through. Perfect at the line so far is Elizabeth Velasquez. Anderson up the floor to Pieper. Pieper pushing tempo. Jump stop jumper on the way. Ripped out of the sky by Velasquez after the miss. Far side Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush works back to her left, now pulls it away. Rayata Loomis brings it to straight away at the controls. Hands off to Olivia Brown. Brown pulls back, now drives. Kicks out to Velasquez. Velasquez dribbles around her defender. Drives to the hoop, underneath move, off the glass and swirls and drops. Elizabeth Velasquez up to 17 points in the contest. Chabot far side has it. Pushes to Pieper. Pieper gets away from Brown, but Brown fouls her. So that's third foul for Olivia Brown. Third team foul. Make that the first team foul on Bridgeport here in the second half. Pato now for the near side will trigger it in after the foul. Surveying gets it to Anderson, back to Pato to begin this possession. Far side Pieper, left wing. Pieper now drives to the left side, and a foul going to be called. See who that belongs to. If it's Olivia Corman, that would be her fourth. It is, so Olivia Corman picks up her fourth. Coley will trigger it in, gets it to Pieper, poked away by Schlutterbush, stolen away by Bridgeport. Pieper throws it back into the heart of things, though, and Anderson comes away with it. Too strong off the glass, however, now the ball is loose. Chabot has it, and now she's trying to get away, and now a foul against Bridgeport. See if who this is. That's going to be Elizabeth Velasquez. That's just her first. So Mitchell will again trigger it in from the baseline with Coley. Coley to Chabot. Chabot, long two on the way, left it short as it just touches the bottom of the nylon as it passes by. After it goes out of play, we're back to the Bridgeport side of the floor. Maddie Murphy will check into the contest. She will replace Brenlyn Chabot. Schlutterbush down the floor for Bridgeport. Velasquez left wing. Velasquez flips back to Loomis. Hand off to Brown. Brown trying to get around Anderson. Will drive to the hoop from the right side. The lefty can't convert, but Anderson will be called for the foul, and it'll send Olivia Brown to the line. Anderson will pick up her first foul of the day. As Olivia Brown to the line for what will be a second time. First time came earlier in this quarter. So Olivia Brown back to the line, fires her first. Straight through. Junior will now fire her second. Lefty converts the pair. Perfect for four in the third quarter. Pieper now. Up the floor, Coley. Coley poked away by Corman. And now Corman stepped on the line. It'll stay with Mitchell. Hoop to the right of Pieper. Box look for Mitchell on the inbounds play. Pieper gets it to Pato. Intercepted by Velasquez in the meantime. Velasquez pushing tempo down the floor. Bounce pass across the lane. Rayada Loomis blocked away by Pato. Rayada Loomis gets her own rebound. And then it's fouled by Coley on the putback. Make sure that's the case before I make things official. That will be Coley picking up her first foul. So Rayada Loomis to the line. Rayada's third visit of the day, knocked down an and one in the second quarter. Air ball's the first. So the freshman Loomis back for her second of the set, knocks down the second to make up for the first miss. 13 points for Rayada Loomis in the contest. Coley now up the floor. Coley working away from Loomis, flips it back, tried to at least to get it to Anderson. Instead, Bridgeport will come away with it. Schlutterbush spins away from Pieper from the right side, flings it towards the glass, rebounded on a hop by Anderson after it was corralled by Coley. Murphy now has it, pulls it in from behind her. Anderson, long three on the way. Nothing but nylon for Addie Anderson. Second three of the third, that's all of her points. I continue the idea that I don't know that there's been very many threes attempted from the high school arc. Jumper on the way, Olivia Brown knocks it down. If you're going to be at Cougar Palace, you may as well take shots like the Cougars would. Up and down the floor they go. Pieper can't convert from the left side. Taken away by Bridgeport. Schlutterbush driving right side, no look pass. Brown left side, up and easy for the lefty. And there's a timeout on the floor. Full timeout. We'll take one with them. Bridgeport leading at 61-21 on KNEB TV.
When it comes to your health,
You deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Out of the Bridgeport timeout, 61-21 your score. On the floor for Bridgeport, Mia and Elena Blanco, Cambry Amites, Ella Schlutterbush, and Riley Klein. Mitchell has controls with Pato, Anderson, Pieper, Coley, and Murphy. Anderson will bring it up the floor for the Tigers to begin this possession. 40-point contest. Pato in the corner. Murphy down low. Coley seals off her defender. Second chance for Murphy. She's fouled as she goes up. See who the foul belongs to for Bridgeport. It's going to be Riley Klein picking up her first. So Murphy at the charity stripe, still looking for her first make of the day. And that one falls off to the right. Well, Maddie Murphy trying to break an unfortunate streak right now. See if she can do it here. She does. Prior to that, Maddie Murphy was 0 for 7 at the line. Finally knocks one down. 1 for 8 now. As Murphy gets her first point of the day. Blanco has it on the outside. Elena inside to Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush from the right block flings it towards the hoop. Knocks it down as she lays it over the side of the iron. Ella Schlutterbush, first 2 points for Bridgeport in the fourth. And now the shot clock off as we've hit the 40-point mark. Pieper trying to split defenders. Gets it to Coley into the corner. Anderson, her three on the way. Hits the side of the glass. Poked around. Klein has it for Bridgeport. Gets it to Schlutterbush. Third quarter nearing its end. Blanco in the corner. Drives underneath. Coley gets to the hoop. Flings it towards the glass. Can't get it to fall. Coley comes away with a rebound. Pieper at the controls for Mitchell. Pato, her jumper on the way from the right elbow. Won't fall. 35 seconds on the clock. Anderson down low to Murphy. Murphy. And it's going to be taken away. Blanco has it for Bridgeport. Now Schlutterbush at the controls. Schlutterbush down low, wide open. Riley Klein up in for an easy two. Riley Klein joins the scoring party for Bridgeport. Pieper to the free throw line. Splits defenders, flings one up, gets it through. And desperation heave at the buzzer won't go. And we head to the fourth quarter. 65-24 your score here on KNEB-TV.
Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Back with you for the fourth quarter of action here in our first semifinal of the day. Bridgeport leading Mitchell by the current score of 65-24. Near side, Liz Bolin triggers it into Alex Galloway. Bolin now back to Galloway. Galloway right wing back to Bolin. Left side, Pieper. Two defenders in her face trying to feed Taven Taylor. Instead, it'll be a jump ball. It will go to Bridgeport. Cambria Ametise working up the floor against Kate Pieper, and that pass thrown into the Bridgeport bench. It'll go back to the Mitchell side. So, Alex Galloway, right side, kicks back out. Taven Taylor, back to Galloway. Galloway, head fake at three. Now jumper from the right elbow, can't knock it down. Coley comes down with a rebound. Coley's put back, it won't fall. Two shots on the way, see who this foul belongs to for Bridgeport. And that'll belong to Elena Blanco. That's her second. And Lucy Coley to the line for the first time today. Coley fires her first, can't knock it down. First visit for Lucy Coley today. Free throw woes continue for the Mitchell Tigers today. Second on the way for Coley, misses off to the right. Blanco comes down with a rebound after giving up the foul. Elena Blanco now at the controls for Bridgeport. Passes down to the corner, Klein, lefty catch and release three, knocks it down from the corner. Riley Klein, her first make of this season. 0 for 1 coming into this contest. Now Klein gets a steal and sends it the other way. Ametise down the near side. Blanco now at the controls. Right side, Corman to Blanco. Kick back, Corman drives, splits defenders, throws it into the hands of Alex Galloway, stays with Bridgeport. Ametise from the baseline. Hoop to her right, gets it to the top to Elena Blanco. To Mia Blanco. Now Riley Klein, another lefty three on the way. Can't knock it down as it scuffs the right side of the tin. Everybody for Bridgeport on their bench standing up ready for that one to drop. Bounce pass, Taven Taylor, jumper from the free throw line. Can't knock it down. That goes out of play. Back to the Mitchell side we go. .5:30 remaining in this contest. Clock will continue to run as we've reached the 40-point mark. Data pretty early in that third quarter. Into the corner. Three on the way. Elena Blanco sends it long. Rebounded by Kate Pieper. Tied up with Ametise. Gets it safely to Taven Taylor. Down low. Wide open. Alex Galloway. Dribbles around her defender. Blocked away by Riley Klein. And now a jump ball that's going to stay with Mitchell. Pieper to Coley. Coley back to Liz Bolin. Bolin's three on the way. Can't knock it down. Rebounded by Galloway. Alex Galloway's put back won't fall. Poked around. Pieper has it. Pieper's put back also won't fall. Now Coley is going to be fouled by Elena Blanco. Elena picks up her third. And now Lucy Coley at the line, her second trip in this quarter. So Coley fires away at her first. Can't knock it down. 0 for 3 at the line now in this one. Coley second on the way. This is off to the left. Klein elevates for the rebound. In the backcourt, Blanco has it. Blanco across the floor to Corman. Olivia Corman now to Mia Blanco. That one poked away, scooped up by Alex Galloway. Alex Galloway trying to work with numbers the other way, loses it. Flips it to Pieper. That one poked away by Cambria Ametise. Pieper from Coley. Pieper's jumper misses off to the left. Now scrum for the ball. Corman hits the deck. And there'll be a travel called on Olivia Corman. Stays with Mitchell. Pieper almost poked away. Bolin has it. And it will once again stay with Mitchell. Pieper again. And Galloway misses it short. Corman comes away with the rebound. Now Cambry Ametise. Ametise across the floor. Klein poked away by Pieper. Now Pieper's going the other way, and a foul trying to catch up. Riley Klein picks up her second. Pato and Anderson into the contest for Mitchell. Anderson back to Pato to begin this possession. Bolin near side, bounce pass. Pato, Taylor can't get it to fall. Corman rips down the rebound. Bridgeport back to offense with inside of 2:30 to play. Elena Blanco, right side, Corman. Corman now drives. Corman pulls it back to Elena Blanco. Blanco now drives against Pato, drives to the hoop, converts at the hoop. Elena Blanco for two. That's her fourth point of the contest. Across the floor, Pato. Anderson. Things slowing down considerably. Intercepted, Elena Blanco. Coley intercepts this pass intended down low for Mia Blanco. And now Mitchell back in action on offense. Taven Taylor pumps the brakes at the baseline, kicks it back to the top. Anderson will corral it. Back to Taylor. Taven Taylor unheaves a three, misses off the 10. Rebounded by Elena Blanco on the right block for Bridgeport. Corman far side working against Taylor. Corman driving to the basket and runs into Bolin, poked away, and the ball will stay alive with Bridgeport with Klein. Now Elena Blanco straight away three on the way. Can't knock it down, rebounded with one hand by Pato in the middle of the lane. Anderson driving inside, middle of the lane, can't get it to fall, ball poked around, and a foul going against Mitchell. Looks like Pato's gonna pick this one up, see if that is the case. Clock continues to run. Rayada Loomis back in the contest for Bridgeport. Cambry Ametise now. Ametise picks up her dribble to Blanco. Elena Blanco takes dribbles to her right. Now Rayada Loomis. It gets very clear directions to not shoot the ball, and Mitchell has it. Now in the full court, Liz Boland's going to lose it off of her foot. It's going to go back to Bridgeport. One of the better hot mic moments of the day. Don't shoot it. The second Rayada Loomis got her hands on it from straight away with nobody within 20 feet. Cambry Ametise now pushing the tempo. 10 seconds left on the clock. Riley Klein to Elena Blanco to round out this one. Your final score looks like it's going to be 70-24. Nope, a steal in the backcourt. Addie Anderson's going to heave a three, trying to pad the stats, won't get it to hit. So Bridgeport advances and will have a chance for their 6th straight WTC title tomorrow in the championship game. Their opponent awaits after the next semifinal between Morrill and Kimball. 70-24, your final score. Bridgeport advances. Mitchell to play tomorrow in their third place game at 2 o'clock tomorrow. We'll step aside, tally it all up. When we get back, we'll have those numbers for you on KNEB TV.
Are new windows from Renewal by Anderson a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Anderson right now? Do the math. Renewal by Anderson windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Anderson, a great investment? You're darn right.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites
Shane Harmon back with you to wrap this one up from Cougar Palace. Our first girls semifinal wraps up. Bridgeport wins it and advances to the championship game 70-24 over Mitchell. Bridgeport was led by Olivia Brown's 19 points, followed by Elizabeth Velasquez with 17, 13 for Rayada Loomis, 9 for Ella Schlutterbush, 5 for Riley Klein, 4 for Elena Blanco, and 3 for Olivia Corman. Meanwhile, on the Mitchell side of things, 11 points for Kate Pieper, 6 points for Addie Anderson, 6 for Lucy Coley, and a single for Maddie Murphy, as Mitchell now will play at 2 o'clock tomorrow in the third place game, and Bridgeport will play at 5 o'clock tomorrow in the championship game. We'll step aside, get you set for the next semifinal between Morrill and Kimball coming up next on KNEB TV.